Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Walking Tall. It's a movie starring The Rock, not Dwayne Johnson, because this was back when he was only known as The Rock. That's what he is credited as, and that is why the WWE Films was a producer on there. Fun story. So, as always, I'm going to give it good, the bad, and the furry. To start off with the furry, nothing really notable in the furry department. So, moving on. This movie was, as you can tell by The Rock, made a while ago, back when he was, I think this might have been his first movie. It was either this or The Rundown. I think that was like his first movie outside of the wrestling things. So, it stars him and then somebody else that like I've seen in a bunch of things, but he's but usually plays the bad guy, like silver white, blonde hair. Anywho, you'll recognize him and be like, oh yeah, the guy from the things that I've seen. That's how I recognized him. Anyway, so the plot line of this is that it's inspired by, I just take grain of salt on inspired by, not based on, but inspired by. Inspired by means they can be a lot more loosey-goosey with the story details, if you know what I'm saying. So, inspired by a true story. This guy, he comes home he was in some form of military for, like, I don't know, decade-ish, and he comes home and he finds out that his town that used to be like this nice little town, now like the hardware store is closed and the mill is closed, and now it's just like there's a casino, and it's like the worst casino ever, because there's just a whole bunch of like hot strippery type things going on in the middle of the casino floor, which, I mean, yeah, I've been to Vegas. Did I just go into the wrong casinos? Whatever. So, he's not happy with it, obviously, for unsurprising reasons. Like, of course, his nice, small, sleepy town, he doesn't want to turn into Triple X casino place, and I totally get that. So then he, just finds a reason to get in a fight, and then he gets all injured and stuff, and then he comes back, and, like, he's like, the law, like, Sheriff, I want you to prosecute these guys. And the Sheriff's like, not gonna, because they own the town. So, nope, case closed. And so this is that story of what he does. And you know what? It's a fun time. It doesn't take itself too seriously, because The Rock is still having a good time with this. It's definitely not a comedy, though. Definitely not a comedy. I just say that it's not like, it's not super graphic in the, like, violence and the action that takes place. Like, there's literally a guy that, like, The Rock is fighting people and bashing people's heads and whatever, and then, like, this guy comes up and he's like, ah! And then The Rock, like, does that kind of thing for him, and the guy, like, turns on and, like, smacks his head on the whatever beam happens to be behind him, and he knocks himself out. That kind of action, where it's fun action, even though, like, having all the bad things in the town happening are just, bad. It's also, I think, at most rated PG-13, even though, like, hot Triple X, like, there's no actual nudity, and, I mean, the outfits that they actually were showing, relatively tame, I think, and even though, like, one scene where he goes, like, it's still, even the outfits and the dancing, whatever, it's limited, and it's not, like, incredibly sexual, and it's done in a way that, like, I think it achieves the goal of kind of making you feel uncomfortable, like, okay, and then he feels uncomfortable in the way that you should, you know what I mean? Like, it works. Bad guy just chews up the scenery, it's great. The supporting characters, oh, that's right, Johnny Knoxville is in this, from Jackass, and this was back when he was doing movies instead of just Jackass things. So I think this was right around, like, Men in Black 2 time frame, I assume. Because Johnny Knoxville's in this, and you know what? He does a great job. Like, I get why he was in a couple of well-known movies, because he did a great job. Like, I really liked his character, and I found that the things his character did were believable, and just, yeah, fantastic. It's awesome. Props to Johnny Knoxville. I forgot that he also did acting before just Jackass things. So, yeah, it's great. Watch this movie just to enjoy that, but also because, in general, I found this movie a fun time. I've been waiting to rewatch it for forever, for it to come to free on one of the streaming services that I have, and it is finally for free on Amazon Prime Video. So if you have Amazon Prime right now, go watch it this month. I don't know how long it'll be out before they'll take it off of Prime, but check it out if you have Amazon Prime because you can watch it for free right now. And you know what? It's a fun time with good action, good amount of The Rock in it, being his fun self and being his, well, I mean, in this case, his serious self. Like, he's playing a serious role, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, the music was fine. The town, I like that we got to explore different parts of the town and then just where the different parts of the action and whatnot were taking place. I didn't feel like they were constrained. Like, yes, it's set in general in this small town, but I never felt like they were just doing it for budgetary things, or like how sometimes like there's a horror movie that's just set in one room or in one house because that's how you save a bunch of money. So in this case, I think that I felt like they had enough different sets or locations to make it feel like, hey, you know, like I care about this town, and this town needs Dwayne the Rock Johnson to help it out. So yeah, that's really all I have for this one. Give it a shot. Let me know if you've seen it, if you've seen Johnny Knoxville and anything else that you liked him in. You know, give me your thoughts on The Rock. I don't know, just whatever else in the comments down below. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.